there's that. And then, oh yeah, let me spotlight you. Spotlight. And then you may have to change your view back to gallery. And then I'm letting everyone in here. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Good to see everyone. Whoops, I think I muted you, Jeff. Sorry.
I'm used to it, Jake.
Oh, man.
We're just waiting for everybody to log on. So we will be doing some sketches to start out, and this is going to get us used to the shape and comfortable with the subject, so that when we actually start painting, it'll be easy for us. So if you have a piece of paper and a pencil or charcoal, I'm going to be using charcoal. Otherwise, if you have a pen, marker, crayons, anything will work. And we're just, if you've taken the classes before, we'll just keep drawing the buffalo over and over again, just so it would create a muscle memory in our mind. Again, then when we start painting, we'll know exactly how to proceed, where to put the paint and colors. So it makes it a lot easier. And we'll start out actually with breaking the buffalo down into some basic shapes. So it'll be easy for us to kind of get the proportions right.
Real quick, before we get into sketching and painting the buffalo, if you're not familiar with our classes, or if you just need a reminder, here's a reminder. So we just keep everyone muted for simplicity and keeping it organized and under control. So if you have a question, you can use the chat. I'll be monitoring that the whole time, and I'll make sure all the questions get answered. Or if you need us to slow down, go back, repeat something, you just put that in the chat, and then we'll make sure we get to that. Let's see. Only other thing I can think of is we're recording this one also, and we'll be uploading it to YouTube, so that if you miss something, you want to go back, you want to just watch the class and take the class again, you can do that on YouTube. It'll be uploaded there in a few days, usually within a week. We get them uploaded. So and we'll be sending the link out to everyone that's on the class tonight, so you'll have that. Other than that, one last thing. We have this Friday, if you're interested, we've been doing these Instagram Live art auctions that have been a little bit of fun. And so now we're gonna do, it's a little bit different. We're gonna do it on Zoom. So I'm gonna set that up and post about it tonight on Instagram, and it'll give a little bit more details about that. But I thought I'd just mention that in case you're interested in watching that or participating in that. So that is all from me.
So we've been doing these classes, and we're starting to get a buildup of little paintings. And so just to have some fun, do these auctions. We start the bidding out at $25, and it's $5 bids. And so even if you want to just log in to see some of the excitement, we started it out not knowing what would happen with it, but it's turned out to be kind of an event and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So is everybody on?
I think so. It looks like we got most.
Is everybody ready? So you saw me, if you're on Instagram, you saw the image of the buffalo. We just posted about an hour ago a fast painting of the buffalo. So we're going to still do that same exact buffalo just so we don't confuse anybody. But in that buffalo, or the shape of that buffalo, you can do a shape like that with your pencil. And we're going to come up, it's going to be a triangle, but here we're going to do kind of a soft edge or a soft bend there. And then, so we just drew a buffalo butt. So that's the back side of the buffalo. So from here, we're going to go up, over, and down. So I actually did it again, came over and dropped down again. So we had this angle, that soft bend right there. We have a little corner right there, an L shape. We come up, and this is kind of important right here. So we have from this point come up and then over. So we kind of do 3 very short bends. From here, we're just going to give a little space, come up again, over. So there's roughly the shape. Probably create that, fix that a little bit. So there's the basic shape. We have his horn right here. And his eye is just barely ahead of it. The easy thing to do right now is just make little adjustments on it. Hey, Jake, if I send you this image, can you post it for everybody? Just so we're all looking at kind of the same picture.
Sorry, I stepped away for a second. What was that, Jeff?
I was gonna, if you could tell me the answer to a question, I was gonna give you $1 million, but I needed the answer a few minutes ago. So actually, so I just sent you a picture of the buffalo.
Yeah. All right, I got it.
And we'll put it up just so we can kind of all get a chance to see it. So there's those basic shapes that I was talking about. So we're going to draw him a few more times, but I just wanted you to see those shapes on there. Hey Jake, how easy would it be to send everybody a picture of that, or is that
Yeah, that's easy to do.
okay?
Yeah. Let's see here. All right, everyone should have it now. Hmm.
Yeah. Hey Jake, will you take down the image? There we go. So we'll do that simple drawing again. And somebody did ask a question earlier about if this will be the last art class. It will not be. We're going to keep doing these classes, I guess, for as long as we can. So for our buffalo, we kind of have that shape there. And there is his back side. So from here, that corner right there, we go up, another slight corner, and like that. So right there, we're seeing the back side of him laying down.
So what is the theme for next week? I guess we don't know right now for the theme for next week, but I think
Is it the fox?
no, we don't have anything scheduled
Oh,
any further yet.
okay.
But I think we were thinking about doing possibly a bear similar to Double Chin, or at least
Oh, that's right. Okay.
we were talking about doing something like that.
So we're just getting the basic feel of the buffalo. Once we start adding paint, it'll be a lot easier for us to form him and to be happy with his basic shape. But again, it's just that triangle, and try to draw it out as fast as you can. Hopefully, as you keep drawing them, they get a little bit easier each time. And if you've taken the classes before, you know that some of them will be fantastic, and some of them are going to be very frustrating and not good at all. But all of it is excellent because it's teaching us the shapes, but also teaching us what not to do. So how is everybody doing? Let's see if we can simplify him down just a little bit more. So I don't know if that's top of an ice cream cone. So if you notice on his face, his head, it's going to come up, and he's got the, if anybody has a bad hair day every day, it's the buffalo. And if there's wind blowing, it just gets uglier. But he has this little, I don't know what you would call it, little bouffant maybe. And his ear and this back hair is actually, it's like a bullet. his ear is hidden in here along with a bunch of heavy hair. And then it comes over just like that, almost like a little bit of Elvis. His eye is kind of like a macaroon. But it kind of, there's a little bit of it where it comes out and it comes back, and then his muzzle there, or his mouth, there's a hard back, and then
I just realized, Jeff, I think you can zoom in a little bit. Once you're done with that, can you? I think you should be able to zoom in with your phone.
okay.
I can't remember if it's on Zoom or if it's on Instagram Live. You can do that.
And as far as what's going on in this dark area right here, don't worry about it. If we try to create something in there, it would be better if we leave it dark. And once we start painting, we'll just do a couple little tricks to get it to work. But right now, just think of it as a dark area. Nope, I can't zoom.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I can bring it closer though, I think.
Okay. Sorry, Wendy. I just saw you hit your hand raise. Let's see. Oh, I thought that was you. Are you able to put your question in the chat by chance, or not? Oh, it's not working. Here, one sec. Here, let's see if I can. Let's see, I think I can mute you for a sec here. This.
Draw quick. Keep the pencil moving. Maybe not. Don't even pick your pencil up or your piece of charcoal up off the paper, and keep your hand in motion. So kind of.
All right, let's see. Are you able to unmute there for a second, Wendy? I think I clicked something. You should be able to. You should get a prompt. Maybe not. Maybe it disappeared. Let's try it again. Okay.
Did you, Wendy, were you the one that was having troubles with the head? Because we can, it's kind of just kind of a box like this. So if you think about it, maybe cut that nose part off.
Oh. No problem. Yeah, there's all sorts of quirks with Zoom.
Yeah, that head is kind of just a box like this. So you just got to modify it a little bit down there. Yeah, so just kind of how's everybody doing? Okay. Are we getting the basic shape down? Is it getting easier and easier to sketch out? And again, come on, Lena. Can't see anything he's doing behind his hand. Oh, okay. Let me try this. I'll actually do a long. So,
Oh, there you go. If it's easier, also you might be able to put the camera, if you're able to, more to the side. I don't know if that will help or not. That's
okay.
an option.
Remember, our head is basically this block right here, right? His horn goes like this. His eye is just barely in front of it, and it's kind of a little macaroon. His hair, it actually comes across like this, and his ear is actually hidden in there also. but it is just the worst haircut you could ever get in your life. So it's this bad mullet. So from there, if you might even go a little bit lighter just so you can distinguish that bad mullet.
Someone mentioned theirs looks a little too skinny.
Yeah, with this sketching, you're gonna get long ones, short ones, big head, small body, big body, little head. Just keep repeating the basic shape. Because if we started looking at the actual image, it's quite a bit different than this, but we're just trying to have fun. All right, is everybody feeling ready to start painting? We have the basic shapes down. So it's gonna, when we start painting, it's gonna become a lot easier because again, we get to move that paint around until we're happy with him. And so let me clean my hands off from all the charcoal. So I'm just going to use that basic palette again tonight. So the three primaries, blue, red, yellow. I'm going to use white and two of my favorite colors, Indian yellow and cadmium red light. And I can pretty much create just about anything I want with that color palette. But if you are an artist and you're trying to figure out color, you can use any of those basic primaries, any yellow, any red, any blue, and add any colors that you want on top of that. But if you keep it to 3, 4, 5 colors, 6 colors, it's going to be a lot easier for you in controlling the color. And so that's my secret, or what I like to do. So I'm going to put up my white. Put up my 3 primaries. There's blue. All right, we got our blue. Put up our red. So if you're looking for the actual primary colors, it will be cyan blue, magenta, and lemon yellow. I'm not going to use a lemon yellow just because it's a quality paint, but lemon yellow usually doesn't have a lot of pigment, so it's tough to mix colors with it. So I'm going to use a cadmium yellow light. And here is a cadmium red light. And I just need my Indian yellow. There we go. All right, so right away you're thinking the head of that buffalo is black and I need a black color. And you notice that I did not put a black up there. So I'm going to show you how I make my black. And this is a nice way of making a black color for art, because the blacks that you buy are not true black as far as, I mean, they're true black, but they're not natural blacks. The same is true with white. You'll never see a true white or a true black in nature. And so we're going to make our black, and we're going to do that. Grab a little bit of the blue, equal amounts of the cadmium red light. There we go. So I got a nice dark black color there. And the coolness of the blue shade and the warmth of the cadmium red light hue, they blend together and make a nice neutral black. So we're gonna repeat that color quite a bit in our buffalo tonight. All right, so now that we've drawn out our buffalo, we can do, if you want to take your pencil and charcoal and draw out your buffalo, you can. I'm going to actually kind of create a mess on my palette or on my canvas and edit from there. So the reason I do that is kind of what Bob Ross told us, is that we get happy accidents. So I'll show you what that means. I'm going to grab some of my dark right here. I want to make sure. So there's the center of my canvas. So I want to make sure that this guy is right in the middle here. So I'm just gonna another nice reason for painting this way is because I can make quick adjustments to find my shape. So remember his bad haircut. I'll throw that line in right there. So is everybody using palette knives or brushes? Either one will work. I actually, oh, nice. Okay. So either one will work. In the fast video that I did right before the class, I used both. So I did all my sketching with a brush, and then I came back and did some marks with my palette knife. But here's our problem. We did this quick sketch, but if you look, we have all kinds of white canvas that we need to cover up. Okay, so I'm gonna make a mess. I got the basic sketch here, but I'm gonna make a mess. There's no thick oil paint on here yet either. I should tell you that. So I'm gonna make a mess. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a mess. And how am I gonna do that? I'm gonna take my Indian yellow.
Oh, Jeff, that's a mess.
Oh, Jake, I'm making a mess right now.
Oh, I see. Connie, are you able to put your question in the chat by chance or not? If you are, that's the best way to do it, but if not, just let me know. Let's see here.
So now that we made a mess, we can only improve the painting, right? So we have our math problem here that we just got to start figuring out the equations to get it to work. So notice I didn't, I could do it, but it'll be redundant. I can take my black.
Oh, here, I can do this for a second. it should let me. Oh wait, what color is next to the blue?
This is, so here's blue, red, yellow. The actual colors are cyan blue, magenta, and cadmium yellow light, cadmium red light, and Indian yellow. And these are the colors that I use. I've become so comfortable using these colors that I can get them to do what I want them to do. So if you have a black and you would prefer to use that black, go ahead and do it. The more you paint, the more you're gonna start figuring out how color works together, and you'll find tricks. You'll learn things that I don't even know yet. Just be on your own journey of painting. And so I'm always encouraging people to just keep painting. All right, so I took all three of my basic colors and mixed them together. I got another black color, but it's cooler than my original black here. Just maybe a little bit, I'll show you. There's that black. Oh, I was wrong. This one's cooler. This one's warmer, but not as dark colors. They work the opposite. I just made a nice little mud color, and I'm going to come over here and just work it into his backside there. So there's no right or wrong way of doing this. There's no, it's basically just having fun with the colors. I still don't have any thick texture on my paint. So I'm grabbing just small amounts of paint and kind of pushing them together with my palette knife. Now, if I grabbed a lot of paint, now I'm dealing with a puddle of mud and it's harder to control. But you know, just to grab like a little white and work that in right here. I can take my Indian yellow and my cadmium red light, come over here, just kind of work it in. And there's no right or wrong way of doing it. It's just kind of and look at it as discovery. So instead of trying to follow along and, hey, what is Jeff doing now? I'll tell you what I'm doing, but just take and observe how the paint works, mixes together. Right now, we don't like our painting. We can always edit our mess. And so we're just kind of playing with the colors and getting used to them and seeing what we can create. Let's try my other yellow and cadmium red light. Get a nice little red orange color there. Boy, I like that color so much, I'm gonna leave it. And you know why I'm gonna leave it? Because nobody says I have to remove it. I can do whatever I want. I'm the artist. So the same is true with you. If you want to leave something or if you want to take something away, that is your prerogative. You get to do that. However, now I'm going to take my orange and mix in a little bit of my dark mud and come up here. I'm going to slow down for a minute. So again, don't worry about if it's correct or not. It would be better for you to make mistakes right now and correct them. And I'll give you an example. So let's just say I go way off over here somewhere and I lose my shape. I can always come back and edit it like this. So that's what I mean by editing. Make the mess and then observe and then start doing the editing. It's a nice way to paint because it takes that the skill of drawing out of the equation. Now we're relying more on our intuition, trusting our intuition. And I love making new mud colors. And I'll mix my warm and cool colors, my nice pure colors along with my muds, and just seeing what I can come up with. I like that, so I'm gonna lighten that color up a little bit. Oh yeah. So if you're using a palette knife, hang on to your palette knife with the very tips of your fingers. And the reason why, if you hold on to it like a knife, your knuckles will go out past the blade, and now you're dragging your knuckles in your painting. If you hang on to it with the tips of your fingers, you're going to have incredible control. And you'll be able to do anything you want with those tips of that fingers. You can move it back and forth, up and down. You can switch blade sides. very easily. So it's just a better way of holding your palette knife. So I'm going to have the light coming from this direction right here. So this side of my buffalo is going to be lit up, and this area is going to remain pretty much in the shadows. So my shadow coming off my buffalo is going to be over here. I'm making very small adjustments, baby steps, walking through my buffalo. And that makes sense because now we can make more accurate judgments when we're editing our buffalo. It also allows us, because we were drawing quick before, this allows us to have a little more controlled, a little more control with the shape of the buffalo. How's everybody doing? Is he looking like a buffalo? Now remember, you want to add a little style to him. We don't want to just paint a perfect buffalo. If we can get a little bit of style, a little bit of character, maybe a few color surprises in him, it's going to make painting that much more fun. All right, so if our light is going to be over here, I'm going to start creating. Trying to create them. Again, I'm just making mud right now, but it's going to be a lighter shade of mud. Let's throw that on him there. And I'm going to go lighter than that. So we're starting to build up layers with our paint. And when we're doing it with a palette knife, that first layer, we can just push and scrape all we want. But as we start adding on layers, now we're going to grab our paint from our palette and just barely put any pressure on the canvas from the palette knife. So there, we're just going to let our two colors of paint kiss, no real pressure, and then we're going to slide it sideways. So I can just keep building up color here. And I can go as thick as I want. I just keep it having less and less pressure on the two paints coming together. Am I going too fast? What I just did is I took that light colored mud, I added a little bit of blue and a little bit of cadmium red light. And what happened is I got almost a gray lavender color from it, which I thought would be perfect for his backside here. All right, I'm really going to stop for a moment and let everybody catch up. But I'm just playing with the mud colors. If I want to cool down my mud, I'll add blue. If I want to warm it up, I'll usually add the cadmium red light compared to one of the yellows. Just because the yellow is going to take our gray color and push it towards the green. Ada and Leslie, that's a good thing. It's hot. You're doing such a great job that it's starting on fire. So is it red? Is your buffalo very red? You can tone it down. If you made a little mud pile, you can tone it down with that. And it'll start bringing it more towards a brick color, a burnt orange, sienna color. Oh, you are doing awesome. All right, so You could bring down the hump of his back just a little bit. I think that would help. Remember how I edited it back here? You can do that same thing. So on purpose, I pushed my colors way off the edge here to show that you can fix mistakes. And then I came back with a little shade of white and edited it, kind of trimmed them up a little bit. Yeah, so at this point, make drastic changes to his shape, to his form. If he needs to get thinner, kind of bring it in a little bit, edit him a little bit. If he needs to, if you need to change the proportion of the body and the head, now is a great time to do it. And you can use any color to edit. You just want to get that foundation, that basic shape correct. I had to adjust his tailbone a little bit. So couple things to be mindful of. His head is going to come out at a, let's see if we can get it, an angle like this. There's going to be a little hump right here. And then it's going to come back like this. I don't know if you can see those marks or not. So I kind of exaggerated his little pompadour hairdo right there. I don't know, once I start painting the head, I might adjust it a little bit. But so just a couple of key things to keep in mind. Mostly this little indentation, it drops down. He's got this heavy hump on his back, drops down, and then it comes up and starts the head. I'm going to actually challenge you to kind of take some risks in painting the buffalo. Again, you can always edit it. You can always fix whatever brush stroke you add to the flow. Everything you can fix. So with that in mind, if we do not like our buffalo, if we do not like, we don't care about right now it kind of we feel confident in having a little fun with it. So maybe you want to try to hide a little blue right in here. Let's see here. Let's see what happens. I like that. Let's try back here. I like that. Little hint of blue in there, not too strong. Yeah. I didn't plan on that, but now that I took a chance with it, I really like it. And of course, the danger is you do something and you go, wow, look at how that turned out. It's so good, I'm going to do more of it. And what happens? We end up wrecking the painting. So sometimes less is more.
All right, Jeff, I think Lena wants to show her painting.
She always does this.
She's gonna take
Wants to make me feel bad about my own painting.
Yeah.
Do I have to look for her? Is she holding it up?
Let's see here. Yeah, if I can find her.
I knew it. Look at her painting. It's always better than mine. Lena, you're such a good artist. You are. Remember, Lena, all of our paintings are going to look different at the end. And that's what makes us artists, is that we are using our own creative mind to go through this painting. I noticed a few people came in late. So just a reminder, look at this shape of the triangle here. We have a little sliver triangle here. We have another triangle here. And this is really just a box. Let me see if I can find that. So there's some of the sketches on it.
Lena said her buffalo is an old buffalo taking a nap.
Perfect imagination. That's what you need to be an artist, is a good imagination. So I've taken my gray and I've pushed it towards the blue for down here. As it went up, I started turning my gray into a yellow, or a light warm gray. And now I brought it into almost a brick red color. But I kept adding mixing with the same colors to get these different gradations there. Are there any questions? People, as everybody's catching up, maybe we can entertain some questions.
Yeah, so if you have any questions, okay, here we go. Now we're starting to get some questions here.
Why do you like buffalo? It's actually embarrassing, the reason I'm called Buffalo Boughton. I would like to think that it's because it's such a majestic, powerful beast. But the truth is, years ago when I was younger, I used to lift a lot of weights, and I could get my shoulders big, but I couldn't get my legs to grow. So my friends made fun of me and said I looked like a buffalo.
It runs in the family.
I hope nobody's gonna make fun of me or tell anybody. Kind of a secret.
That's okay. I don't think anyone was listening.
Oh, good. You wouldn't dare. Just don't put it on Instagram or the 6 o'clock news. No, that's yeah, so that's the truth. And then I just liked how I love buffaloes because they are powerful, majestic, and awesome, incredible beasts. And so that's why I went with it, Buffalo Boughton.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions on their paintings, they want to show their paintings to their painting to Jeff and get any feedback. You could do that also if you would like. That's right. Oh.
Sure, Emily.
1 second here.
We'll hold up your painting. Where are you? And so if you just have a blob, all you have to do is do some strong, definite, drastic marks in there. So what do I mean by that? Let's imagine if this is just a big glob right here. So come and create something that fine tunes it. So even if you if this is our little glob right here, come in and take a light color and edit it. But if you hold it up, I can actually see what you're working with. Oh, he's awesome. All right, so the only, man, I hate to even have you do it. Could just take a white like this. So grab some white, go back and work it into that color that's already there. And you can start shrinking it down, going further in. But he's got great shape to him. Yes, we are going to do eyes. So if we can imagine in our mind a macaroon, not a macaroon. What's that little French treat? Is it macaroons? Two little cakes. So let's do this. I'm not going to go with a white. I'm going to go with a nice light gray. And so what you want is coming from the right side of the eye. And it's just, if you come straight down from the horn, it's just going to be forward from it, just a speck. I'm just gonna put in the basic round shape first. And so if you're watching, I come from the back. Oh, I should do this first. So I have a dark spot there for a eye spot. Then I come back over it. I go up the top of that macaroon. I go down, and you can, if you can get it to go in there, there's that middle section of the macaroon. You just want to, just a slight change in it. There's the light shining off his eye. Come back. And there it is right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's do a bigger one right here. So I got my dark spot in there. So I do the top of the macaroon. I don't push it all the way over because this side of his eye is going to be really dark and really hidden in the shadow. So kind of droop it a little bit on the bottom part of it.
Oop, looks like, oh, yep. No, it's not just you. I think it's froze up a little bit.
Eye froze up?
Yeah, let's see. I think your one device may have gotten booted off here. Wait, hold on a second.
It shows that I'm on with both of them. Is
Oh,
this?
maybe
Can you see this?
Nope, we can't see. We just see a black screen right now.
Oh, yeah, I see it's connecting.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it might just have to wait a second. Yeah, it's just the joys of Zoom.
Yeah.
First couple of times it happens, it's not so much fun, but
Hey, Jake, I'm gonna actually leave with this one and I'll come back on.
all right, sounds good. All right, take care, Lena. Thanks for joining. Oh, looks like Jeff's hopping on. Oh, we can't talk about him anymore.
Actually, Jake, I've heard you the whole time.
Oh,
I heard what you said.
all the Buffalo jokes?
Yes.
Oh, man. Well, oh well.
There we go.
All right, let's see. Let me find you now. Where are you? Where are you hiding, Jeff? There you are.
Am I sideways again?
Yes. Spotlight for everyone. And there we go. That fixed it. That's funny that it does that sometimes. All right, we're back.
All right, so now I see where I put my eye. Oh, did everybody see how I did that eye? Probably not, huh?
I think it may have froze up right before you did it.
Okay, I'll create another one here. But I'm actually gonna push this out a little bit.
Show what I have so far with my Lena Buffalo. Sure. Yeah, I think Ada Tate or Leslie wants to show you their buffalo when you get a sec here.
All right.
All right. Are you able to see
Ada,
it?
that looks fantastic. I like how you brought the back of him down a little bit. Very nice. So is it oil or acrylic?
One sec. It's a true masterpiece.
Okay, so acrylic. Is the back part of the background on off his back, is that dry?
Not dry yet.
Okay, so if you take a little bit of white and tone that down a little bit, your buffalo will come forward, and if you tone that down, see it like I got mine lighter than the background of my buffalo. I added white to this back here, and then that made him come forward. All right, I'm gonna do that eye again. All right, so there's the dark spot where the eye is going to go on his head. So you want to create that macaroon. So you start from the back side, go up, go down. If you want, you can kind of put a little spot in the back. That's going to be the back of his eyeball. And then there's his eye. Go over it again. And actually, the bottom of the eye is going to have a little bit of a droop.
Forgot I was going to update you on what time it is a few times throughout the class, Jeff, but it's 7:42, just so you're aware.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Thank you.
Yep.
So I'm going to work on his bad haircut right here. So it's all nice and black. I'm just going to start adding lighter colors. Just kind of walk my way through it. And the hair on the front of his face goes forward. So what I did in his head, I did place his horn right away. And as I came down, now I know where his eye is going to go. The head comes around and it circles out just a little bit, comes back in, and then it comes out like this. So then I added a little light on top of that going down this way. The darkness actually goes around, comes out, and then comes back. And then just taking a little bit of a light color, swooshing down that way. Now I just painted his nose. So I see some hands up. Do you guys have questions? Let's see here.
I think on some people, I think, have the automatic hand raise feature. So I think sometimes
Oh,
it automatically raises hand. I don't know. I just asked. Let me see here. Find out in a second.
So I wanted to darken up this area right here. But it's still going to be in the brown tones. So what I did is I took my cadmium red light, mixed in some of my black color, and I ended up getting kind of a dark, dark sienna, a really dark burnt orange shade, almost leaning towards purple. And so I like how that worked. I just wanted to get it dark down here. Kind of. And I'm even playing with some of the colors in here, pushing them towards the purple. So I have a lavender. Let me make it a little bit darker. Maybe grab some of this. Perfect. everybody doing? So I try to simplify it as much as you can in your own mind. Look at it as just basic shapes and colors. I'm not, even though we sent out that image of the buffalo, I'm not necessarily worried about being accurate with that image. Right now, I'm just having fun with colors, kind of pushing my colors to some deep, dark orange, orange purple, if that's a color. Playing around with a variety of grays, and I'm thinking about with a buffalo where the dark areas are going to be, how there's going to be a gradation going up. I'm having fun with these cooler grays back here. He has a big coat on his shoulders, but his backside is just short hair, and it's usually in a gray brown color. So we can get away with a lot with the colors that we have in here. And again, if he's not feeling right, ask yourself, what is it that isn't right about him? And then do something drastic. Take a color and reshape him.
All right, someone said, is the yellow the background? Maybe in the background.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do a mixture of yellows and greens, little hints of red in there. Now, yeah. I'll mix the red to tone down the green a little bit. So I shouldn't say that I'm going to add red into the grasses. However, if you look at the actual image, you will see some pretty strong red in the grasses.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just that's going to be background. Identify him as a buffalo. Those are the things that I'm worried about. As far as the background color, now I will have it lighter up on the top area and darker down here, and that's going to create an illusion, pushing the background further back and pulling the buffalo forward.
Oh, let's see here. Let me go back. Mariah says, can I show you so far? Oh yeah, sure. She wants to show her painting. Let me just find you, and I can spotlight if I can find you. So just hold up your painting and I'll find you here. Okay, here it is, Jeff. This might be easier for you to see.
Oh,
awesome.
Excellent, Mariah. Really excellent. And the reason I say that is you accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. He's definitely, you can tell he's a buffalo. And so that's all that we had to do today to win. Is we want him to look like a buffalo.
I can't get the eye and the horn right. Okay, yeah. Oh, and then Mariah says me either. Okay, so a few are having a trouble with the eye and with the horn, trying to get those to look right.
Okay. So remember, don't try too hard. But let me take a look at what you got.
Hold on a
Oh,
second.
there's Emily. So Emily, take black, and so you want in your dark area right here. So you want to take, you don't want to go with a pure white. So create a nice light gray. I haven't, so this is the how my palette knife looks. So it's going to be a lot easier. I just planted it and swung it around. Now, if I want, I can come back. And add some highlights to it. But it kind of hooks around this way. Actually, I don't know if you can see that or not. So there's this horn, and then you come down, and the eye is going to be right in front of it. Make it look like a hamburger, an exaggerated hamburger.
Able to just twist the camera just slightly to the right, just ever so slightly. Perfect.
Oh.
Boom. You could see most of it, but it was just kind of on the edge.
So you're going to come back with your gray. You're going to do the top and the bottom. Both times come from the right. So you swing back and do a hump going this way. On the lower side, actually do a hook up. And if you can see this, that kind of jaggedness is perfect as far as suggesting his eye. Hopefully that works for you. And of course, if you want to warm up that gray a little bit and go over it again.
Just another update. It is, whoop. Did we lose Jeffrey again?
Oh,
We can still hear you,
okay.
but I think just the second device is got kicked off. Or it's reconnecting.
Okay. Let's try something.
All right.
Do something drastic.
There you go. Just keep your ears.
Hey, Jake, where did you put those sticks of dynamite?
I hit him.
Sure, yeah. I have one bad accident. You hide the sticks of dynamite from me.
Well, I hit him near the green paint that's hidden in your studio also.
I just told somebody that story. There's green paint hidden somewhere in my studio, and I keep getting it on everything.
It's a pretty good prank. It's been going for months.
What I have to deal with.
But it was fun. All right, thanks, Jocelyn.
Thank you, Jocelyn.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's. That's what I was gonna say right before you cut off. Is it's right at 8:04 right now? Just a update. So, but are you? Do you know if you're on the same? Are you on the same Wi-Fi or are you on data on one of the devices?
I'm actually gonna. I'm using the Wi-Fi in the studio, but I have a hotspot that I carry around with me that I'm gonna use.
Oh, okay, perfect. Oh, all right. Looks like Connie needs help. All right. Once we get Jeff's vision back.
There we go. Now do I have to straighten out again?
Let me find you. You're hiding on me again. Oh yeah, I think that's good now. Spotlight, and there we go. All right, let's see, Connie. He's gone blind. All right, let's look at yours, Connie. Let me find you. Spotlight it for Jeff. You're still
Let me, Connie.
sick.
Oh, not seeing her.
All
There.
right.
Okay. All right, Connie. Let me see your buffalo. Hold it up a little bit. All right, so couple things. So on his head, you could bring this out a little bit. Kind of think of it more as a box square. It's tilted forward just a hair. And then just edit around it. And then have fun with the colors. You know, you have your warm brown, orange, red colors in here, brick colors. And the sunlight's coming from this way, so I kind of lit up his backside with some lighter yellow gray colors. And I hid some blues and stuff down here. I got purples going on in here. So just have some fun with the colors.
Have to go. Thank you so much. All right. Thanks, Amira. Take care. All right. That looked good. Perfect. Anyone else having any issues or troubles with their painting? They'd like to get some feedback or anything?
The shape of the nose. All right, let's do a quick example of the shape of the nose. Just gonna set that down for a second.
Lots of issues.
All right, so remember his head is that tilted forward square or rectangle. So it goes up. Here's where his shoulder is. Here we have the horn that goes like this. Oh, yeah, that'll work. And then the eye is right here. So and it's right here. That's going to be his nose. And this will actually be really dark. So we got it coming around, comes out a little bit. So we're going to cut off this section here. We got his bad haircut right here. All of the hair in the front is going to go forward like this. And he's going to have something like that, but all this will be his beard down here. So his ear and his bad hair is all kind of fits in right here. but it all blends together. In the horns, actually I did thinking like the Vikings. His horn actually goes like this in our image, not this way. Oh, awesome. Becky and Deb. Great to hear. Let's see, Robin, where are you? All right, I found you, Robin. Oh, there you are. Are you able to hold up your buffalo? Oh, nice. So if you wanted, this is just a suggestion. So his back kind of goes like this, angle there, and then it kind of goes out and does the triangle thing here. So if you wanted to put a little bit more of a hump on his back, if that makes sense. So he looks fantastic, but maybe just a little bit like where your back is, it's coming like this. Maybe just create a little bit more of a hump. And of course, you might be using the device that your email comes in on, but Jake did send out the picture of the buffalo. So you'll be able to make some adjustments afterwards.
All right, thanks for joining, Joanna.
So if you get a chance, paint another buffalo. Sketch them out a few times, do those quick sketches, but then do another one and do the same position, do everything the same, which see how much easier it becomes. Because a lot of the frustration right now is telling you you'll actually avoid that frustration in the next painting.
Thanks for joining, Barb. Have a good night.
Thank you, Barb.
All right, I'm gonna step away for just a sec here.
All right.
Did you see that Robin had, I think she's asking about her painting.
Oh, all right.
She's wondering if it's any better. So you can just, when you get a sec, if you can hold up your painting, Robin, then Jeff can take a look at it. I think she's just off camera right now, but oh, here it is. Can you see that, Jeff?
Oh, yep. Yeah. So I think it's, so you have this perfect right here. What I would do is just put more of a bow in his back right here, instead of it going straight down like that. So just a nice little curve. And I think you'll be really happy with it in doing that.
Yeah, very cool.
Or what might be a better choice is to just paint another one. Sometimes, so I keep painting the same subject over and over again. And I have quite a collection of paintings that didn't work out. But again, they remind me what not to do next time. So to me, they're valuable.
Oh, so, oh, when you were gesturing, I had spotlighted her painting, and I think she couldn't see what you were gesturing.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
As a matter of fact, I think I could even do a little bit stronger of a. Put more of a crook in that back there.
I was wondering if we could paint purple cone flowers some Monday. Oh, interesting.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, we're always looking for new ideas for Monday paint classes, so love any suggestions we can get.
So like we didn't paint him perfect. My guy's kind of a sad sap, little bit of a caricature. He's got some personality to him, and that's kind of really what we want to create. We're telling a little story with our painting. This guy is probably after the rut. He lost out, and now he's all by himself. Which is a very true story for the buffalo. They usually will have their wounds, puncture holes in their body from the battling and losing out to a tougher male.
Never thought I would say no to a suggestion, but Tatiana found one that I'm just going to say no. How about an eagle? I like the eagle more.
Yeah, I would like to do an eagle someday.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Oh, Ada, that is so beautiful. Matter of fact, I want you to Google two people, okay? One is Colt Idol. His name is Colt Idol, and he's out in Montana.
How do you spell that?
The other one is, oh, I can't believe I forgot his name. Nieto. I can't think of it. So write down Colt Idol, and I think it's John Nieto, Nieto. And I think you kind of have a mixture of their two styles. Colt Idol, yep, just like that. And Nieto, Nieto.
IETEO. He's wanting to autocorrect.
Yeah, so no EO, it's just O on the end there, Jake. But they both use fun colors. One of them's a little bit more abstract, and the other guy is more real. Yep, perfect. Just like
Okay.
that. And the other guy is more realistic, but he still uses fun colors like you're using. Nice job, Ada.
Yeah. Well, we still got a few on. If you if you're able to post your painting to Instagram and tag us, just put at Buffalo Boughton. If you're able to, we love seeing everyone's paintings, and then it allows us to add your painting to our story and tag you also, so everyone else can see your, the variety of paintings, which is really cool. So if you're able to do, if you're not able to, no worries, but if you're able to do that, it's cool to see.
Yeah, if you put it in your stories, we'll usually we should be able to repost it.
Yeah.
So put it in your stories and then tag us at Buffalo Boughton.
Yeah. Thanks, Mandy. Have a good night. Thanks for joining.
So here's my painting from the video. So that's why I keep painting the same subject over and over again. They never turn out the same. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah. It's cool to see the subtle differences. There you go. Oh, thank you. Glad you had fun. Yeah, we try to keep these classes as, fun and informative as possible, and also, laid back, so everybody can just have fun. I think you haven't painted in years. Oh, awesome.
Is it Jayla? Jalila? Jayla? That is beautiful. My screen is just blurry enough. I can't read your name correctly. Is it Jalila?
Delilah.
Or maybe it's Gina now that I look at it.
Well, there's two names there. Is my daughter and I'm Gina. Okay.
Gina, that's perfect.
Yeah, awesome. Oh,
Is that what your daughter did? Oh, it's beautiful.
yeah. Oh, my son.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. Sweet.
Yeah, if you guys have Instagram, post it and tag us, and then we'll try to, oh, look at everybody's, okay. Beautiful, Tina. Gary and Eileen, perfect. Mariah, beautiful. So these are, look at the variety, and they all have a certain style to them. One thing, sometimes it can be a little nerve-wracking showing our paintings. And we look at other people's paintings and we think, oh, look at how nice theirs is. I wish I could have painted like that, like the way they did it. But most likely they're looking back at your paintings and saying, oh, I like what they did. I wish I would have painted my buffalo like theirs. And so it's just amazing, the variety of styles. And this was kind of a crash course in what you could say is a complicated subject, a buffalo. But we simplified it as much as we could. So I want to encourage you to paint him again. Paint him maybe 2 more times. Just like I did, you can see that you get a variety. and he gets easier to paint. You start taking more liberties, you become more confident, and he's a lot of fun to paint. There you go, Robin. That looks awesome.
Very cool.
Yep.
All right, so
All
Jeff.
right.
Oh, what's that?
Oh yeah. Connie, you nailed it.
See, let me look at Connie's. So are we, do you want to do one similar to double chin next week, Jeff? Or I guess we can talk about what we want to do, but yeah. All right. Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, we'll have to simplify him. He actually took me probably about 3 or 4 sitting downs to paint him. So I kept building up the colors and the layers of oil paint, so he was very thick. But we'll create something similar. You know, I'll send a picture for you to post.
Yeah. All right.
Of a double chin. Double chin is fun to paint because he's my self-portrait. It's a big grizzly bear, and he'd been in the blueberry patch and honey patch a little too long.
Yeah, Jeff and I can just really relate to that guy.
I thought I had a picture of him here.
Sick, where's my?
Yes, next week we'll approach the bear in the same manner as this buffalo.
Yep. Any other questions that you have before we? There's only a few left on, but if you have any questions, now is the time. Or if you think of a question later, if you're working on your painting or if you have questions about our classes or something, you can just email us at buffaloboughton@gmail.com. And or probably the quickest response is going to be Instagram. That's usually the quickest for us, but email is also an option. So yeah, everyone's buffaloes are so cool to see. They all turned out really nice. When will apparel become available?
Yeah, Jake.
You mean this apparel? My shirt's downstairs, but I got the sticker too. Soon. There's some more. We haven't set a definite date, but we think, yeah, we'll announce it soon on the Instagram. I'm not gonna say anything for sure yet, but soon, very soon, very, very soon. Anyone ask about water landscape like Gooseberry Falls?
Here's a full picture of the guy that will paint next week.
Oh yeah, there you go. And that's part of the.
See why I call him double chin. Some people have asked about watercolor classes. So I'm not a watercolor artist, but I do enjoy experimenting with them. And we will have some watercolor classes in the future. And right now we're just kind of mastering it.
Yeah. Oh, good question. What is the next Sunday course going to be on? So,
Drawing.
What was
So we're
it?
gonna, I think there's 3 or 4 ways that you can approach sketching and drawing. One obviously is that quick way that we sketched tonight. And the more you sketch like that, the faster you go. You start, your hand-eye coordination tightens up and you become a better sketch artist. You can get your idea on the paper quicker. And of course, edit from there like we did tonight.
Yeah.
But we're also going to discuss a couple simple tricks to being a better drawing artist, a better sketcher, more accurate in your paintings.
Yeah. So far, so this is the 4th class in the course. We did color theory the first and second class. Then we did the power of suggestion this last Sunday. So then this next one, as Jeff said, is drawing. The one after that is, or then the following classes are composition, palette knife versus the brush strokes. So using a palette knife versus using a brush. Then the next is your style. So finding your own unique style. And then the one after that is marketing. So approaching galleries and things of that nature. So very nice. Yeah, the courses have been, the course classes have been a lot of fun so far. So also.
And what the idea with the courses is, what we did tonight, we actually take the time to break it down into different areas and to improve each area.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like taking even just one aspect of the painting we did tonight and just kind of expanding it and making sure it makes sense why you do certain things, why certain things look good and why certain things don't look good in the painting. So if that makes sense, but yeah. One who is perfectly instructed will be.
Great quote. I like that, Gary and Eileen. Or you might end up learning what I'm doing and realizing you can do better. That happens a lot. And actually, everything that we did tonight, or the things that we teach in these free classes and in the course, all of it can be used whether you're going to paint abstract or realistic. It's all basic principles that apply no matter what you do. And so, like if we were going to paint this buffalo more realistic, we obviously would have just taken more time sketching them out, making sure the proportions were accurate. If it came to the color, we would just take our time and working, our colors together to create those perfect shades. And it's not abstract, but it's just very loose realism. And I wouldn't even say impressionism. It's almost a mixture of impressionism and expressionism. And so if you keep taking these free classes, if you are wanting to become a more realistic artist, the looseness actually will help you become a better realistic artist. And eventually, we'll have free classes each week. So eventually, things will start getting easier and your personal style will start coming out of it. Painting there's a lot of uphill battles. There's a lot of challenges and a lot of frustrations, and a lot of people quit before they get to experience the joy of painting. And it is one of the, for me, one of the greatest joys, because it's something you can get lost in, and 2 in the afternoon can easily turn into 2 in the morning, just because you get so involved in the painting and you lose track of time, and time stops really, and you just get to be in the moment painting that picture. All right, if there are no other questions, would there be anything that would be helpful to help you finish your painting before we leave? Like, we sent the picture out. Maybe I'll try to post these pictures on, I posted one picture on the website, but Jake, if I send you the pictures of these, can you send this to everybody?
I'll include those in the email when I send out the link to this
Sharon,
class.
beautiful.
Awesome.
Excellent, Sharon.
Very cool. Yeah, so we'll send these out also with the class link to the recording. All right.
Everybody have a great night. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye, everybody.